I'm on mute. Ta-da! There we go. I think that I'm not on mute anymore. I think that you can hear me, which is fab. I do it every time. My mum laughs at me. She's like, you always do it. You're like, hey, let me check that the sound's working. But there you go. That's my thing, isn't it? Whenever I do my live videos. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about value pricing and how many of you are kind of overwhelmed with value pricing and you're not 100% sure how to implement it, and you get yourself in a bit of a tizwaz because you're like, oh, I need to value price. Is that 3-tier pricing? Is it creating a list of your services and then plucking a number out of the air for what you should charge? Is it hourly pricing plus a bit more? What is value pricing? Well, now, Ron Baker has written an amazing book on value pricing, and that book will take you a long time to read through and implement. But if you do, you'll really understand and get your head around value pricing. But here's the thing, right? Value pricing is just a terminology, in my opinion, for how much you can charge for the value that you bring to your ideal client. Now, we have to think about value in a completely different way. And I want you to think about pricing your services according to the ROI that you give your ideal client. So what is the return on investment working with you? And this is where value pricing really comes in. So if you get someone who says, oh, do you know what? I want you to do my payroll. I want you to do my year end. I want you to, help me with the compliance side of things. What's the ROI that they are going to get from that? Well, the return on the investment that they spend with you is saving time, pretty much. It's crossing a few dots. It's putting a few dots on the words, crossing a few T's. It's doing all of that, but the ROI is quite minimal in their minds. They're like, you're saving me a task, and a task is something that they will see as pricing by the hour, or they will see as a low value option for them. So if you're going to do my payroll, if you're going to do my VAT returns every quarter, and if you're going to do my compliance stuff at year end, I see that as a task that I could do if I wanted to sit down and learn how to do. I know that I could do it because I used to do it when I was a startup. These are things that we could do as business owners, but we don't have the time. So we come to you to help save us time. That's pretty much what the compliance stuff is. But when we start looking at value pricing and we look at, if I give you 10 grand a year to work with you, Mr. Accountant or outsource CFO, and you can help me save money or make money. So for every 10 grand I give you, if you can help make or save 40K, then I start seeing you as a valuable asset to my business. This is where value pricing comes in. So when you are thinking about how do I value price, you can't value price on compliance easily because your ideal client doesn't value it. They see it as a time for money thing. However, if I was to come and work with you and you could help me set my goals, you could help me analyze my numbers, if you could help me look at where I could make or save money, if you can help me project for the future and put together a plan for that future so I can hit my financial goals, then for every £10,000 or dollars you ask from me, if you're going to create me £40,000 or dollars, then we start looking at value and you become valuable. And actually you become vital to my business. So with value pricing, it's not about how do I price my stuff? It's what is the ROI on working with you? So value equals return on my investment. So value with compliance stuff, return on my investment is you save me time. With the outsourced advisory and consulting and helping me grow my business, that is a financial ROI. That is a stressless ROI. That is an opportunity ROI. And what we need to think about when we're value pricing is, if I invest 10 grand with you, can you make me 40, 50, 60 or 100K every single year? If so, then you can value price and you can start to go, do you know what? I can help you. I can give you a return on your investment with me, Mr. or Mrs. Business Owner. If you work with me, we can transform your practice as opposed to having a transaction with the compliance stuff. So let me know if you're live, #live or #replay. Let me know your thoughts on this. Value pricing to me is all about ROI. I will give anybody 10 grand if in return they give me 40. It's as simple as that. I will give anyone 50k if in return they give me 500. That's why Facebook advertising works when you get it right. That's why people invest in LinkedIn. That's why people do pay-per-click advertising and can get it work. We are, as business owners, happy to invest in something that makes us money. So when you think about your pricing, are you offering services that make your ideal client money? Or are you offering your services that save your client time that they could do themselves? Okay, if you're offering services that could save them time that they could do themselves, they could learn how to do a VAT return, they could submit their year end, they could make sure they've got their cash flow forecast working. If you are going to offer that, you're not going to be able to value price as easily as if you offer ROI opportunities. Okay, so let me know, what's your thoughts on this? Do you think that you could value price if you start thinking about the ROI? I know that that's a whole nother minefield, but value pricing really should be classed as ROI pricing. Otherwise, it's compliance and you're pretty much charging by the transaction, and it's not very scalable because people don't value it. I'd love to hear your views. Now, we work on how to package up your offer and really enable you to scale your advisory or consulting practice. So if you are an accountant or an outsourced CFO that would like to scale your advisory or consulting practice, then come to us. We can help you in the Momentum program. It will catapult your opportunities to serve more people, but most importantly, have better clients and increase your profits. Comment Momentum below or send me a message with the word Momentum if you would like some support with that. But for now, I leave you with the thought, value pricing is actually ROI pricing. I give you 10 grand, will you give me 50 grand in return? Quite possibly if you offer the right services. I'll see you soon. Catch up with you in the next video.